Hello, Star Wars Galaxy of Hero players. This is Anditesh Ordo, and today I'm going to be doing another video. And today I'm going to be talking about Imperials that can be added into the game. Some more Imperials. I've done some other videos, and I will link them in the description below once I get this video uploaded. Excuse me. So, for the most part, yes, Imperials, the Imperial faction could use a lot of work. And I've done a few videos on, like, ideas of how to improve the current characters in the game and improving, like, adding Imperial troopers, etc. So, yeah, let's get into this. So, the first one I have is none other than Colonel Yularen. He used to be an admiral in the Republic Navy, but then I don't know, I feel like it's a demotion, but at the same time, he went over to the ISB, or Imperial Security Bureau. Yeah, the ISB, and he's now a colonel in that, so that could be one of the higher ranks. And so he kind of helps root out, like, traitors and stuff like that, kind of like what he does in Star Wars Rebels. And it's cool to see this character, you know, brought into Star Wars Rebels, so I could see him easily being in there. And honestly, I do want to talk about this with this character, Thrawn, Tarkin, and Director Krennic. And that is the fact of having a Imperial officer tag. That way, at least Death Trooper can work with Imperial officers. Because Death Troopers are seen to work with Thrawn just as well as Director Krennic. Unless they make a new version of him, the Death Trooper, like Death Trooper Sergeant or whatever it would be. I don't know what they would, what they would name it, but if they brought another Death Trooper in that did something similar but a little different and then worked with just Imperial officers, supported Imperial officers, and was like a tank or something like that, I think it'd be great. So, yeah, Colonel Yularen is one of the few I would suggest bringing in. The next one is, yes, I am totally going on a blank on this. Details. Volt Scaris, and he's in the cockpit of a TIE Fighter, TIE Interceptor, whatever it was. He was originally a TIE Interceptor pilot on the Sky Strike Academy, and then he ends up being a TIE Defender pilot. So that, that would be one way to bring at least a TIE Defender or a TIE Interceptor in. I prefer more TIE Defender because that's the ship that he is piloting. However, they could always add another character in, name some other TIE Fighter pilot, and give them the TIE Defender, or another one for a TIE Interceptor. Because it'd be nice to see a TIE Interceptor, TIE Defender, TIE Bomber, just as well as I know eventually they'll have to add in, like, a Y-Wing pilot, an A-Wing pilot, a B-Wing pilot for Rebels. I hope that doesn't happen till, like, near the end of next year, because I would love to see more support for the dark side. And other factions, even if they have light side factions that isn't Rebels, yeah, I would be down with it. So, yeah. This guy would be a great add-in just as a pilot for the Imperials. So why not? Great way to bring a TIE Defender in, which could be a pretty powerful ship. I can easily see it being a strong ship, having ion cannons, rocket or missiles, or turbo, and then blasters. The ion cannons could probably do some damage, double damage, like protection or something like that. And obviously, it would have to be a decent tank that does decent amount of damage, like they kind of reworked Zeb Aurelius with. So that's an option. This one I've talked about in one of my other videos, so I'm just going to talk about it again. Agent Kallus. I feel like Agent Kallus is a great include to this. Yes, you could do it to where you have the Agent Kallus Fulcrum. So he gets bonuses from Imperial and Rebel leadership. On top of the fact he could also, of course, they'll probably make the Rebel one. But I think that just having an Agent Kallus Fulcrum being Imperial Rebel would be kind of cool. Yes, I know we get a Rebel in, but we also get an Imperial in. So, yeah, it would be kind of cool. And maybe even have him light side and dark side. So he works in both light side, dark side battles. He works in territory battles. And he's an Imperial. So it's kind of, yeah. I don't know. Knowing it, they'll probably do the Rebel version and then this version and not have the Fulcrum. I don't know. I just feel like just they only really need one Agent Callus. If they do add a second one, they'll just add the pure Rebel one, and I hope that happens like later next year. But for the most part, yes, this is a option to include is Agent Callus. The next one is a Imperial Technician. What is the proper name? I think it is in here. Imperial Weapons Technician. It'd be kind of nice to actually have an Imperial Weapons Technician, just another, character. He could be a support. He could be an actual cleanser to the frickin' team. Or he can, boost everyone's offense up as a support that way. But yeah, I can easily see him as a support character nonetheless. Jet Troopers. So we have a couple of Imperial Jet Troopers. One of them was Mandalorian in the newest Rebels season. I didn't get his name, so I didn't add him on this list. I may add him later on down the road. But these Imperial Troopers would be a great include to the game. It'd just give a new Imperial Trooper option. I didn't actually include this in the Imperial Trooper video that I did. However, it still was a great, it's still a great idea. I didn't even think about it until I was watching the Mandalorian episodes. And that was like a few weeks, like a month or so ago, I'll admit. But I haven't just got to that video yet. I was just, compiling some thoughts on these just different Imperials. And here's the newest list. So, yeah, Imperial Jet Troopers. These guys would be great to just add in, and maybe adding in two versions, like one with the orange pauldron, and then, like the sergeant or captain or whatever, that one would be, and then just an Imperial Trooper in general. So, and then the last one, Governor Price. Yeah, I know I don't know if a lot of people like Governor Price or not. She's kind of cold and demeaning, and she works with Thrawn a lot, so she could be one that makes it to where she calls Thrawn to assist. Go figure. But same, and plus she was also, if you read the Thrawn book, yes, Governor Price is in the newest Thrawn book, and she helps Thrawn, and Thrawn helps her, and she's also one of the instruments to getting Thrawn as a Grand Admiral near the end of the book. So, yeah, I think... sorry, a long day. Getting Thrawn to be Grand Admiral, at least in the new canon version. So, yeah, seeing Governor Price as an option, and yes, she would also fall under the Imperial Officer tag. Only, and I forgot to clarify, Imperial Officer tag, I'd only say have certain characters support them, not make it an actual faction that, that certain, it's that way they don't have to have like a whole paragraph with every Imperial officer they added into the game if there's like a trooper or a certain type of character that supports or works with Imperial officers. Or if they did do an Imperial officer one, a great leader would be Yularen. Right there. A way to use Colonel Yularen. But yeah, going back to Price, yeah, she'd be a great officer to add in. I know there are others too, and I'll probably do another follow-up video with some from Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, like Admiral Piet, Ozzel, stuff like that, because there are named, excuse me, there are just about as many named and non-named characters for Imperials just as well as Rebels. You just got to really look for it. And yes, you got to use some from like Star Wars, Rebels, and other sources. But for the most part, these are great adds to the game. At least a great list of characters to add to the game. So, I hope we get to see them. But, yeah, that is the Imperial faction. It's another kind of what-if video that I've done. So, again, I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Who would you like to see in the Imperial faction? Name me your top 5, or even your top 10, top 8. One of those top 3 whatever lists, types of lists. Name me the top 5 to 15 or whatever of characters you'd love to see as Imperials added into the game. Again, thanks for watching, and you guys have a wonderful day.